Hey guys, what's going on? It's Andrew from AR Media. Today I want to do a review on a new tech gadget I picked up this week, the LaMetric Time. This is a smart display that can be used for business or personal use, and I just want to go over some of the features and really how awesome it is. Let's get to it. Now, the LaMetric Time is a smart display and it is very customizable. So really, I'm just going to go over the overall features and I'm going to show you some of the apps that I've been using on a daily basis since I've got this. So I picked this up on Friday and you can get it to display a lot of information. And really I'll go over business use first and then personal use because overall I think for the price point for businesses, this is really, really good. So overall, you could have this show your PayPal. This could have you show all your app statistics from an app from the App Store or the Google Play Store. You could have this with your Google Analytics. You could have this with your YouTube subscribers. Display your fan counter on Facebook. Really, you can have this almost display any information about any business metric or personal metric, but I'll go on to that later. So for business, I bought this as a motivational tool because to be able to see my subscribers go up in live count is really, really motivational. And be able to have a notification chime when I get a new subscriber is also really motivational. So I think for businesses to maybe have your Facebook fan counter or your sales or something similar like that displayed on this would be really motivating for the worker and really nice to have on each person's desk to customize just as a notification bar. Now for personal use, you could have this to display your Facebook personal, you could have this to display Instagram followers, YouTube followers as well. I mean, this is personal use, although I consider this business. And overall, you could really get it to display anything you want. So let's just go over some of the most used apps on the LaMetric Time that I've been using and how I've been using them. So first, I just want to go over simple Gmail. I link my Gmail to the LaMetric Time, and I actually have it display the message when it comes in. I don't have it chime because I do get a lot of emails, especially on my work email account. So I do not have the notification chime, but I do have the email subject line read across the screen multiple times, which I do find very nice for checking emails, especially when you just glance at your desk or even in bed. I could just glance at it at my desk, and it's really, really nice. The next app I want to go over is the Stock app. This is also another built-in app that's fantastic for business use and personal use. You could type in any stock metric and you could actually display a bar graph of the last 30 days. You could display how much it's up today, and you could really display any metric you want about stocks. And it's very accurate and it's in real time. So another great app for the LaMetric Time. The next thing I've been using personally a ton is the YouTube subscriber count. Now, as I told you already, this is pretty much almost why I bought the device. I did buy it to review and also just very cool for my desk and very useful. But overall, the YouTube subscriber count is live, and even on the YouTube website, it's not live when you check it. It is delayed. So have this as a motivational tool on my desk is definitely worth it, and the YouTube subscriber count works flawlessly. Next, I'll go over the Facebook fan counter. I've been using this a ton too for my AR Media fan page. You can plug in any fan page actually when you set this up. So it could be the company you work for. It doesn't necessarily have to be a page that you're an admin on or anything like that, which is nice. So let's say if you work for a company and you don't have admin privileges, you could still track their social media progress. And overall, it's definitely a very nice feature and an app that I've been using a ton. Next up is the Bitcoin tracker. This tracks the daily cost of a Bitcoin and the rise and the fall of it, as well as Litecoin. This is also very useful if you follow that kind of stuff. I do follow Bitcoin, and it's nice to have this on my daily rotation. Next up is weather. I'm actually surprised that I didn't put this earlier in the video, but it kind of slipped my mind. But this is what comes stock after the clock face on the LaMetric Time, and it gives a ton of information from the weather network. It gives really any information you want, including wind speed, humidity, precipitation, the conditions, the temperature. All of this can be displayed, and I find that's more than enough and really just another cool feature to have on your desk at all times. Now, there's other applications that really just push to the device, and I'll go over some of these as well. The application that I use that gets pushed to the device really is Slack. Now, I'm in a bunch of groups for IT for Slack, a couple for blogging for Slack. So overall, you get your Slack messages displayed on the LaMetric Time when you get a new message. So overall, this is a really, really nice feature to have, and is a great productivity feature, because I don't always have Slack open. I don't have desktop notifications enabled, and be able to see it directly on the display is very, very handy. Another app that ties into this, but is somewhat of a secondary function, is the Philips Hue app. So this actually allows you to turn on and off your Philips Hue with the button on top of the LaMetric Time. This is a very, very nice feature, a nice added bonus to the LaMetric Time. I really don't think they needed to include this, but overall, as a smart device, it's really nice that they did, because it avoids you having to get another Hue dimmer switch or something similar of the sorts, and it's just nice functionality to have built in. And speaking of smart functionality, I don't have a Nest or an Ecobee or anything like that, but this does have functionality to display anything, any metrics in your house, including oxygen levels, temperature, etc. I actually am not too familiar with that because I don't own the devices, but I do know that it's capable of it. Last but not least, I'll just go over quickly that this does support IFT. If you watch my other videos, that's if this, then that. This has the button on top that you use for the Hue is an IFT button if you want, and you could actually have, when you run a command, it displayed on the LaMetric Time itself what command it run, and you could have it displayed in many different ways. And overall, this is another beneficial app that can be used, and overall this thing is stockpiled with apps. I really can't hit on all of them in this video. I urge you to go out and buy it. Now the thing is that I'm going to hit on the price, and the price is $199, and that's why I look at it more for business than personal, unless it's more of a luxury item. Because for business, for $199, to have your metrics up and to be able to get Slack notifications and be able to increase your productivity for $200 really isn't so much of a big investment. For personal use, $200 is a bit steep. I really would like to see this at the $99 price point, but there really isn't too much we can do. This is the only product on the market that is so customizable and so actively live in feeding the information. So sadly, the $199 price point is what we got to pay for entry. Anyway, overall, the build quality is pretty nice. It's a simple rectangular box. It does have a Bluetooth speaker built in for notifications, and you can play your own music. The Bluetooth speaker is nothing special. I just use it for notifications personally, but overall, it is a nice feature. Now, I would go over maybe some cons about the device, but really I don't have any. The only con that I do have is maybe the price point, which I already listed. Anyway, guys, I hope you liked the video today. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video at all, please throw me a thumbs up, and please subscribe down below for more content in the future. Have a good night, guys. Hit me with your